I'm here with Amanda Schwartz. She is the manager here at the National Farm Toy Museum here in Dyersville, Iowa. And Amanda, there are a lot of toys here. Tell me a little bit about what is this place? What do we do here? You know, it's a lot of fun, but yeah, tell me all about it.
Yeah, well, welcome to the National Farm Toy Museum. Lots to see here, but you will see a lot of farm equipment here.
Right.
We have a lot of scale replicas of the farm toys, so all your favorite brands are here represented, so no worries there. We have no favorites, although there are some favorite toys.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally, so we're talking about a lot of different toys. I mean, what kind of toys are we talking about here, though?
Oh, there's all kinds of toys in the museum. We are not any type of brand or things like that. We have all the major brands of farm toys as well, and all the major farm toy manufacturing toys as well. So.
Right. I mean, so there's not only multiple brands of tractors, everything. I mean, everybody knows John Deere. Most people know Ford. You know, New Holland. You know, all of that. But yeah, I saw a couple Kloss machines from over in Europe. I've seen a couple of those out in real life, and but also really, there's a lot of different manufacturers of these toys.
That's right.
There's two different ways that you come about this.
Yeah. We talk about we try and tell the story of the real tractor to educate about agriculture and why that's important. And then we also talk about the farm toy manufacturers and how that manufacturing process happens of the toy, because a lot of people have these in their homes and don't understand how they're made.
What's the process that goes into it?
Yeah, we have explainers on the actual toy and all the parts that go into that are involved in making a tractor, and then the die cast machine, and so you can kind of see all of that here at the museum. Yeah,
that's really interesting. And then also about whose toys these were. I mean, a lot of these, there are plenty of collectors out there, I'm sure.
Yes.
But a lot of these toys, you know, have been played with, have been, you know, handled by children, and now they, you know, get to live on forever here.
We call it well-loved.
Well-loved, great. I'm sure you get a lot of kids in here that come through and see everything, but I'm sure you get plenty of adults that come through as well, right?
Kids of all ages. Yeah, we do. They come and visit, and you know, like, we love to also call ourselves a little bit of a memory museum, because not only are they making memories when they visit us, they're also a lot of the adults are seeing toys or remembering things from when they were kids, or knowing that's the tractor Grandpa drove when he was on the farm.
Yeah, so. and it's all here, and it's all behind glass. I mean, you can go through all different times of history, and you know, from the 50s to today, and even before that, of saying this is that's the I remember that was the old piece of junk that I had to use, or you know, that's the, you know, this is the one that I learned how to drive on.
Right.
And that's really great.
Yeah, and just the evolution of agriculture as well, and the innovation of the tractor itself. It's really cool to see that in miniature, because you can't really do that with the big ones as easily. It's been done, but not as easily, where you can see the evolution of the tractor and the innovations, and how agriculture is better for some of these things, and especially with like the harvesting with the combine, and that replaced like 3 or 4 different processes.
Yeah.
A lot of it was manual and really hard work. Not that it's not now; it is still, but it was even worse at the time.
Yeah, so. I mean, upstairs you've got a giant display of John Deere. You know, everything from the really super early Johnny Popper stuff all the way up to what was that? It was like a 42 row planter diorama, which blows my mind. But it's great being able to see, like you said, that progression of time, that progression of innovation, all in one spot. And you can sit there and say, I mean, we have come a long way as far as technology in the past century.
Yes, we have, definitely. And we have several dioramas. There's one behind us here that talks about the history of evolution of corn harvesting and things like that. So, I mean, there's just the kind of see how far we've come, and it's exciting to also know that it's continuing to evolutionize, and you know, so with self-propelled equipment is coming and things like that. That, you know, self-driving cars are a thing. Self-driving tractors, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, and that's great. I mean, and you can see all of that all right here. Also, I find this other exhibit, you've got a showcase collection over here. Tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely, I would love to. That is Bernie Kleesner, is a gentleman, a local gentleman from New Vienna, who has a beautiful handmade wooden farm implements, farm tractors and implements, all custom made, just with his own imagination and wood glue and a lot of hard work.
The amount of detail that has gone into every single one of those pieces is incredible.
It is incredible. And he has each type of wood listed, as well as how many man hours it took him to build each piece. So
there's some of them you can see with the level of detail that is in there, all the way down to the tire treads. And
they all, for the most part, are working pieces. Like everything moves, everything, obviously we can't do that for display purposes, but if you come during a toy show, when he's here, we'll have him on, he'll be on hand to talk about his collection.
So you get to be around toys all day, every day.
Yes.
Tell me what that's like.
It's awesome. It's a hard job, but no, I really enjoy it. I love the variety of it, learning about the different manufacturers and their history, and doing a lot of the research for the different displays and things like that. I find that really rewarding. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So how often do you change it up? I mean, I know that there's only so much you can do in a given day, but how often are you changing up the displays?
Yeah, well, we're going to be switching out our Ford and New Holland collection. This will be the last year for that this year, and then come after our National Farm Toy Show, we'll be switching that out and featuring the Ertl company and its history, and Tomy as well, who owns that brand. And it'll be their 75th anniversary next year.
Really?
Yeah.
The Ford and New Holland display that you have in there is incredible and shows a real wide variety of stuff. But I know that the Ertl brand has a pretty strong connection here in Dyersville. It
does.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the history of the Ertl company is amazing to kind of get behind, but that really put Dyersville on the map at the time. It was really innovative in how Dyersville's early leaders came out, and they actually talked to Fred Ertl Sr. and invited him to come out and look at Dyersville, because the Ertl company was originally started in Dubuque and was looking to expand. They were outgrowing their building, and they looked at Dubuque or in Dyersville here, and kind of the rest, as you say, is history.
History, and it's grown and is enjoyed by a lot of people today.
Yep. And I can tell stories from. I've had a gentleman from England come on his honeymoon to come to the museum. I mean, he was going to places like New York and Chicago, and he just had to come.
New York, Chicago, Dyersville, Iowa. I get it.
Exactly.
I totally get it.
Absolutely. And, we are the farm toy capital of the world. So.
Well, Amanda, all of this is incredible. And I really enjoyed my time walking around, and I can't wait to spend a little bit more looking, and maybe I'll find the tractor I had when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for stopping.